We are going to be interpreting linear equations or linear relationships based on our slope and our y-intercept. Notice that slope is rate of change, and keywords we're going to be looking for are per, each, and every. Our y-intercept is our initial value, our starting point, our standalone, no matter what, it's the one time it happens value. The slope reoccurs over and over and over again, so that's something to be looking for as well. Our first example says Sarah started a savings account. The graph represents the relationship between the amount of money in the savings account, S, and the number of weeks, W. I notice that the savings account, S, is on the y-axis. As you can see, there's an S on the y-axis, so I've labeled the y-axis, and I've also labeled it savings. The number of weeks, W, is on our x-axis, so I've labeled that as well. Using this information, we need to find the rate of change, the initial value, and then interpret it and write an equation that goes with this situation. Well, looking back up here, our slope is our rate of change. So since we have to find slope, I need two ordered pairs. They're listed for us here. I've listed our ordered pairs, and I've also written the slope formula to be able to use to find our slope. Since slope is m, our formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I have filled in my formula, and I've also color-coded based on our graph, our y's, and our x's. So y2 minus y1 is 1825 minus 375, and our x2 minus x1 is 2 minus 0. So when you subtract, you get 1450 over 2. Well, 1450 divided by 2 is 725. But I wrote 725 over 1 to help me interpret the rate of change. So looking back at my graph, everything that was on my y-axis was my savings or my money, and everything on my x-axis is my weeks. So since y's were on top, 725 is money, and since x's are on bottom, that 1 is weeks. So our rate of change is Sarah is saving $725 in 1 week, or per week. I used one of our words here. Our initial value is our y-intercept. So our y-intercept is our starting point, or where it crosses the y-axis on the graph. Our line crosses the y-axis at this ordered pair. So our y-intercept is 0, 375. Now we need to interpret that. So looking back at our graph, our x-axis is labeled weeks and our y-axis is labeled savings or money. So this means when she was at 0 weeks, she has $375, meaning she starts with $375 in her savings account. So I wrote that as a reminder that she's starting with $375 in her bank account. So now we need to write the equation using slope-intercept form, our y equals mx plus b. Well, we know our m, our slope, is 725, and our y-intercept is 375. So our equation for this situation is y equals 725x plus 35. I've just plugged in our slope and our y-intercept into our y-intercept equation, our slope y-intercept equation. So to interpret everything, our final interpretation, we want to put it all into one sentence. That one sentence could look something like this. Sarah starts with $375 in her savings account and saves $725 per week.